Hey guys, I'm meteorologist Chris Tomer. Let's talk some mountain weather, and this is the On the Snow Before You Go forecast. There's some definite places to watch for the biggest snow here, and they're going to be shifting as time wears on. Let me show you my spider chart. So initially, if I were planning through the 3rd, between now and the 3rd, I'd go to the Pacific Northwest, I'd go towards BC, northern Idaho, and northwest Montana. Those are the places that would have the best odds for snow through the 3rd. And then after the 3rd, all of that begins to shift south to the rest of the West, the Intermountain West. And so there's a lot of places high on my web here because as the storm track shifts, it will favor a lot of areas just over time. So again, start up in the Pacific Northwest, BC, northern Idaho, and northwest Montana for the best action, at least for the beginning of this week, and that's where it's snowing right now. This is Whistler, Blackcomb. You can see the snow is coming down. We may have a bit of a rain-snow problem at lower elevation. So the best snow, I think, with this type of setup is going to be mid-mountain and higher for a lot of the Pacific Northwest. But you can see it's snowing there. That snow will eventually be hitting Schweitzer, where it's not snowing now, but it will be later today, tonight, tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday. You get the idea. Schweitzer's on my list of places to hit. So is Whitefish. Nothing going on there, but you've got snow on the way. You've also got more snow on the way for Revelstoke. A nice view there right now. Eventually, all that activity hitting Whistler will be moving towards the east and affecting all of these locations. Let me just show you what the pattern is really quick. So this is infrared satellite. There's your storm track basically doing this, firing all the action into BC, Pacific Northwest, and then kind of going up and around. So all of the moisture is doing this. It's basically being guided up into BC, and eventually as this storm track shifts further south, all of that will then shift further south and affect the Pacific Northwest, all of the northern tier states. And then over time, after the 3rd, the entire storm track will shift even further south, and then all of that moisture will get pulled into the Intermountain West and the rest of the West. Let me show you what the GFS is interpreting with all of this. So, all right, here we go. Here's Monday morning. You can see where all the action is. It's the Pacific Northwest. It's BC. It's northern Idaho, northwest Montana. Same thing Tuesday morning. Same thing Wednesday morning. And same thing Thursday morning. But this is where things start to change. This is the 3rd of March. The whole storm track begins to shift south, affects California by early mid on the 3rd into the 4th. Look at that. Low starts to move towards Utah, southern Idaho, the Tetons. Here's Friday morning the 4th. This low spins up in Colorado. Between the 4th and the 5th, you've got snow moving into Colorado. And then by the time, here's the 5th, Saturday the 5th, there's another little storm on the back side. You can see it coming for late on the 5th. And here's the morning of the 6th. Snow through parts of Utah and into Colorado, New Mexico as that low blows by. Another little low coming in on the backside. You can see it coming out of the Pacific Northwest. Here is the morning of the 7th. Monday the 7th, and then Tuesday the 8th. Now you've got some additional snow through the Tetons, southern Idaho, Utah, and also Colorado. So it is that pattern where while it's quiet now across Wyoming, Utah, Colorado, New Mexico, that will all change after the 3rd down the road. So let me show you my numbers. So this is all of today through the 3rd. The bulk of the snow is in the Pacific Northwest, BC, northern Idaho, and northwest Montana through the 3rd. And then the 4th through the 6th, look at it all change. The door opens, the snow hits Utah, Wyoming, southern Idaho, parts of California, Tahoe, Mammoth, anywhere from 2 to 8 inches, and Colorado and New Mexico. That's going to be a good stretch, anywhere from 6 to 14 inches in a lot of these places, and that'll be an excellent period. I have a snow plume that I put together for Schweitzer. I like Schweitzer, albeit at times the snow level could be a little bit high, but good days. The 28th, the 1st, the 2nd, the 3rd, maybe a foot of snow between that period. Certainly even a little bit more. You could see more than that higher on the mountain. And there may be another inch on the 6th and 7th, but that's Schweitzer. Let me show you what I'm thinking for the Northeast. So there are 2 or 3 clippers lined up for the Northeast. There's nothing big. There may be a larger storm for next weekend, but it looks like it could be a warmer storm system. So the numbers are not all that impressive through the 6th, 1 to 6 inches. So again, initially this week, focus on the Pacific Northwest BC, northern Idaho, and northwest Montana, and then after the 3rd, the rest of the West. Again, guys, thank you for tuning in here. Always appreciate it. This has been my report for On the Snow. Snow before you go. Take care.